Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Maincast Autumn Brawl English coverage here from Kiev. We just wrapped up game 1 of this best of 3 between HAPPYGUYS and Team Spirit. And well, Happy buying their way into the rain. HAPPYGUYS already off to a great start here with a 1-game advantage.
They played 2 Kotal games in a row, and in both of those games they really crushed. The first best of 1, and now the first game of this best of 3 series. Sinstack looking strong, man. Like really strong.
To show their strength, they pick a Tiny again straight
and
away.
check that first ban, man. Check it out.
Oof, straight away with the Kotal just being banned off the field. And Team Spirit, they respond with Wyvern and Axe as the opener.
Alright, so the Wyvern and Axe... Wait, actually, when they played Kotal in the best of 1, they played Kotal, Wyvern and Axe, right? That was their opening. So they ban out the Kotal, and then they take the 2 picks that they were comfortable with in the first place. So looking like kind of a counter draft from FNG, but at the same time, I mean, these 2 heroes, everyone plays them, the Wyvern and the Axe. So it's just a strong meta pick. These 2 might go on the lane together, and this lane is actually really strong. The thing is, if you're playing versus a Wyvern Axe. Axe uses Battle Hunger on you, you try to go in to get the last hit, bam, Wyvern hits you with the Splinter Blast. So it's pretty decent. On the other hand though, we have the Tiny and the Silencer. Just meta picks, right? Just pure meta-filled picks.
There's also an interesting ban coming down the Alk already for Team Spirit. So what is their intentions here? Are they looking towards an Undying? FNG does like this here a lot. I was about to say maybe they're looking for a Broodmother, but now HAPPYGUYS... Okay, come on. It worked once. Is it going to work twice?
Again, the Brood.
There's the Undying that
FNG opens up with Undying in the second phase.
It made sense for the Alk ban. Like, I like what Synderen done here. Went, wait, they banned Alk.
Yeah.
They chuckled when FNG clearly wants Undying, but now we can enable the pick of Broodmother.
Yeah, especially as Kunkka is also banned. It's interesting though, and the Tiny is again snatched by them. The Axe can lane versus Root, but the problem with Axe is we saw how LC worked last game. LC was fine. I think it was the LC did fine in the lane, but later on she fell off completely because of the way they set up their team fights. It wasn't her fault. For Axe though, if you lane him versus Root, I feel like Brood just outfarms him. Goes around him, goes into the jungle, farms those creeps, then when she's back on the lane, the Axe just cannot do anything because she has the medallion and +1 item and eats him alive.
Yeah, that's kind of thing is the comparison here is like Axe, you stick him in these lanes where you're on the outer lane, you can go between the towers, you can be frustrated, you can starve your opponent. In the mid, Broodmother's like, okay, you're being a little bit annoying, I'm just going to go farm your jungle.
Yeah, just circle around him, farm the camps, then go back to him when you're ready. When his red muscles do not look as intimidating a bit later on.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. He's looking more intimidating than you, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, I gotta say, Axe is looking a bit more toned. You've got new goals to achieve this.
I need to go on a bulk, is that what you're saying?
You do, you need to bulk up, alright?
I mean,
I
just
know you
bought
ripped one
these
shirt
shirts.
this morning,
I just bought these shirts, man. This morning, one just popped, the buttons just popped. That was it. What are you making? You want to make me broke, right? I can't be buying shirts after every event, man.
Well, hopefully you buy them before, otherwise you're going in with very ripped shirts. But you know, that was the 10,000 viewer goal. You know, you have to. You have to rip that shirt not before we start the show, but on the show list.
All right, we have a Phoenix pick. They do not have any reliable ways of dealing with the eggs so far. It worked the last game. Well, it didn't win, but it was fine. Now they steal it. I think it should be fine versus the Axe, Wyvern and Undying. You have no catch for the Phoenix either. So in the laning stage you should be alright as well. If you lane the Phoenix plus Tiny, it's not the most powerful lane. Phoenix isn't the best laner, but he's good enough. And again, it's a Brood game. I'm just waiting to see what they do against her, because I don't think the Axe is the solution. Axe is nice, but I don't feel like he's the solution versus the Brood. And last game, that Brood had a very bad lane and she won. What's gonna happen if she has a very good game?
And Legion's not a good answer this time around. Of course, if you do a duel, Phoenix loves that. The Sun Ray,
the
to
Sun
heal
Ray
up
helps,
and damage.
yeah. The Sunray helps. Later on Phoenix, you can also buy Aghanims versus LC. That works really well. You can basically save anyone from the duel.
So you're in the scenario now. Team Spirit, where do they go? There's a few less bans that are focused on these heroes that deal with Brood well. You could go for something like a Magnus. It is there. But
Oh, the Mag is there. You're right.
I wonder if they go for it and then they set up with the 5th pick being a power spike type hero like the Juggernauts, the Embers, these type of heroes.
They would have to. Like if you go for a Mag right now, like you don't have any. You don't have push. That's the first thing that you're lacking. They go for LC again. It worked last game.
Yeah,
it's decent.
It worked last game, but this game is better countered.
It is, but Legion versus Phoenix is also fine as you can take off the Fire Spirits. So you have that. And versus Silencer, if you have BKB, you take off the global, and then you can take with the BKB you take your global silence off, and then you can also take a teammate's off with your spell. So it's not the worst matchup for Legion. It's gonna be versus Brood again though, and
I think they're just blindsiding themselves, if that makes sense. Like, it is good, but it's risky to run it again like this because it feels like Team Spirit right now, FNG has gone with confidence here, which is the Legion wasn't the problem. The Legion won the lane. And the Lifestealer again as well. And you have got a bomb again, but I'm just looking at this, and do you know what I see, Liz? I see a Strength hero, a Strength hero, a Strength hero, a Strength hero. Do you know what I see on the other side?
Necro?
I see
You don't see a Necro because
no,
it's
I don't
banned?
see Necro because it's banned. I see a big fat bird with a Sunray that's going to hurt.
The Sunray is definitely going to harm them, yeah. You do have that rage versus it, so that's kind of alright. But overall, I agree with you. I don't know. Too many strength heroes, not enough damage for the Brood again. But honestly, if they play their team fights just a slight bit better this time around, if they manage to kill off that Brood Mother, if they pick her off instead of a Kotl or a Necro, like I believe they're set, they're good to go.
I think the big difference here this time around is HAPPYGUYS has the final pick, so they can flex against this Lifestealer and the Legion that have now appeared. Against the Lifestealer, maybe could we see something like a I don't know about Luna against this. This feels
Is Weaver banned? No.
No, that's
Timber. The strength heroes that you talked about, remember?
Yep, there's going to be a lot of health removed with a percentage from the Wall and Death. That's actually we don't see this hero anymore. Actually, Timbersaw more or less just. I mean, usually you say press F to pay respect, but here he is making an appearance.
Press F to pay respect, guys, for Team Spirit, because Timbersaw versus these 4 strength heroes.
Are we finally going to get a game where Timbersaw's relevant?
I hope we are.
This is his best shot.
I hope this is going to be the game, because I have not seen Timbersaw win a game in ages, man. And this looks like a good Timbersaw game. Honestly, Ice Frog, if Timber loses this game, then what are you waiting for? Just buff the dude. Do something.
I know what you're up to. You're looking for the next pub stomp here. That's what you are. You're sick of using Huskar to win your games.
He was already broken just a few. Well, not a few months back. He was broken like a year ago.
Yeah, it's a year ago.
It's been a year actually since he's been relevant. So in this game, he should definitely be strong. But
now,
is he in the meta? How strong is he? That's the question. That's the real issue here.
I was gonna say the interesting thing is actually this. I think Timber would have been a good counter to the Brood on the other side, because you know you can chain to trees. Of course, in the mid lane it's a little bit harder, but the point is you're so tanky you can't easily be ran out of lane.
So this is the problem with the Timber versus Brood. Brood cannot kill you.
But you can't kill her.
You can't kill the Brood.
And she can farm.
She can just farm, and you are absolutely irrelevant towards her. Like, she doesn't care. She just farms behind you, takes the creeps, farms the jungle, takes your tier 1, and you're just there standing like a little goblin.
That's true, but you're never going to take the tower. This is by fault. It's like
oh, she can.
What, against the Timber who will just run down your spiders, your spidey babies?
No, the thing is, you creep skip, and then you go from behind and you take the tower. The only way he defends that tower is if he stands on your high ground and takes the creep wave away, so that the creeps never tank the tower. But you have spiderlings for there.
But if you come from behind, you're near the trees, right? So you can get the pure damage easily.
Yes.
Clean up the spiders.
Yes, but he has to be tanking the creeps as well somewhere. So it's kind of you could, I suppose, you could do that, but
I was thinking more like a kind of block pick, well, not a block pick as in terms of the draft, but in the game, it's like, we're not going to win this lane, but we're going to make sure it doesn't get too much, and we'll have a backup here later. Because Timber right now, this was the prime pick, and it would have been a good block pick actually in the draft as well from that.
It was. We see a lot of new heroes actually. The meta is evolving again. Spin-off.
Okay.
Spin-off. Oh, there. You see what Weaver is doing, like spinning.
Yeah, they're just looking at each other. Cool. Timber can't do anything to harass, and they can't harass him back.
Yeah.
So
they're doing a spin-off
just like,
on the
you want to
bottom
have a
lane.
spin-off, bro? Let's go. Like, I think the best spin-off we've ever seen. Well, it was a one-man spin-off. Was the DJ 360? You remember that?
Yeah.
The good old classic 360 Nick stun.
360 Nick stun.
Need one. I want a 360 boogie tree toss. That's what I want.
FNG has a decay to work with, so
He's actually stupidly good in this lane. Those are two strength heroes he's dealing with.
he's gonna be definitely strong. The thing about FNG here though is Silencer is very good versus Undying.
But I don't think they're still the Silencer bot, right? They
Yeah.
should be.
It should. They definitely should.
All right, Kazar just
Actually,
gave the
no.
high ground to 9 there. But that means it's going to push a little bit back towards Kazar's tower.
Actually, they put the Silencer on top, so
Okay, so to get
that's
that way.
gonna be the way.
Because I was looking, I was trying to think which one has more kill potential here. It's also the spam out of the bot lane potentially. Yeah, this is what I mean. Phoenix takes so much damage actually from the Battle Hunger.
So the reason why Phoenix is on this lane is because he doesn't contribute a lot, but the Timber does not need a lot of help. He just needs someone to take a little bit of aggression onto him, and that's it.
People change their minds in the bets. They believe in Happy Guys now. Look at that. You win a game and suddenly everyone wants to be your friend.
The odds are shifting.
And Boogie, he is losing a lot of health here.
There's another decay. So basically what FNG is doing here is, because Boogie is creep skipped, he's gonna try to go here and perhaps deny a few creeps, like that, and just mess with him as he's farming under the tower. So he's basically saying, yeah, you can pull, but I'm not gonna let you free farm that easily at least.
And look, if you look at Sansa, I don't think we've ever seen Sansa that far free and unpressured. Because, of course, Lifestealer can't kill. And at the same time, Undying can kind of run him down, but you can slow him down as well.
Mid lane, we are seeing the repetition of that last game, in which actually Brood is
It's more
doing a little bit better early on. But again, it's only the passive that she's going with. And yeah, I guess nothing's going to change here. This lane has no kill potential on either
Boogie.
side. However,
A little
Boogie,
bit of kill potential here. They're going to run him down. There's your first blood. FNG gets the final
it's
tap.
just the decay versus the strength hero. Like, he just wasn't careful enough there.
I also like
Especially
that
Tiny.
he took the final tap because, of course, that means he can get pretty quick boots.
Yeah, and now Synderen has to be careful as well. I mean, not right now, but after he comes back with full mana, Synderen has to be careful. He's probably going to deny himself, actually.
Yeah, he's going to get slapped down by maybe Roche here. No, he's just
No,
going to go in the
no,
jungle.
he needs a tower. He needs a tier 2.
Ah, yes, of
but
course. You don't want the 30 seconds.
Yeah, but you have to be far away from Synderen so he doesn't get experience. And
He's like,
Synderen is
"Make me
following.
smarter."
Synderen is like, wait for me. What was that voice?
Oh,
I don't know. Synderen was like,
okay.
wait for me. I want to get some experience. But
Yeah,
he's
I
being
don't think
joked.
Sin's quite that feminine.
He isn't, but I don't know why I imagined it.
Oh, no.
He gets it.
Sin,
He
he's
gets
a
it.
smart boy.
And the intelligence.
There you go. I mean, he didn't get the goal directly to him, but
He did get intelligence and experience,
That's
which
true.
is definitely worth it. That's actually good.
but nicely read by him, just immediately sees him there. And we were talking about teams getting a little bit smarter about Sin. The problem is
Yeah,
the
you have
squad's
to-
usually too low on health for you to get the hit.
You have to react. You don't have to kill him yourself. You just have to be there for the experience at least. Afro Mush, you're gonna become that scramble
He
that
hasn't
you
actually
just
got the
planted there.
dive. He hasn't got the dive. If the spins come out, Afromush is dead here.
Yeah.
One spin is all it's going to take.
Oh, he missed the
Afromush is
Fierce.
just dead to the Battle Hunger. There
He
you go. Spins there. Hester Joe.
Yeah, he missed the
Easiest kill of
Spirit
his
as well
life.
there. He didn't hit him, and the extra attacks were all that he needed. The spins didn't happen instantly, but they did in the end.
Yeah, just one. That's all. By then, he didn't even need the spin, though. The
Yeah.
Battle Hunger would have ticked him out.
Exactly. And Hester Joe is having a really nice time on that offlane. While on top, Skitter...
They're all having a nice time,
Yeah,
actually.
they're all winning their lanes. Oh, the Brood is doing kind of nice, and Timber is holding on. The Tiny isn't, though. Tiny is kind of crushed right now.
And that's worrying, because actually the Tiny was the reset factor for them last time. He took control of the game, and he turned things around. This time around, where's your focus? Is it going to be the Timbersaw? Maybe not. He can potentially look for kills, but his bigger deal is like
Courier
push
dead.
lanes. Yep, the core gets found. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah. There's a... Well, they're all so tanky and so hard to kill on all of these lanes, actually. The Undying and the Nikes, two beasts on this top lane, man. Just look at them.
Yeah, but here's the problem. FNG's almost out of mana now. This is kind of the turn point.
He's gonna go on suicide again.
Yeah, he
Give
has to.
Synderen. Or just
Synderen's like, made me smart again.
Go FNG.
Where you want to go?
I'm ready. I'm ready to follow you wherever you go. Truth be told, there are bounties coming up in 20 seconds and shrines. So being this low is right now for FNG is a bit more problematic than.
Oh, Afro.
Afro.
He's dead here. Battle Hunger on him, about to run out. One more tap. Needs a touch. Fiver, can he get it though? Nope. Sal's going to come at Afro Moose, trying to get a little bit more regen out of it, but he still has to go back.
He was just very greedy.
And FNG's dead.
Yeah.
Synderen even smart, boys. Look at him go.
Another 2 intelligence. That's what I was talking about. Being that low, just before the rune spawn.
At 9.
9?
At 9. This is not how this lane's meant to go.
Yeah,
right,
but
Kazar back away. He doesn't have 6. He doesn't have the life steal. Beaver scares him off.
Yeah, he has no 6 on he has no nuke on Broodmother or his ultimate, so he couldn't really kill 9 there.
As a result of how these lanes have started, Team Spirit, decent start. They didn't want to give a chance. They're going to start rotating through the jungle and looking towards mid. They need to shut down this Brood hard.
FNG is here.
Yeah, Afromush is here as well. FNG is going to punch him in the face, but it's going to walk away. And Kazar should be able to strike one off. The duel's going to be there. Greedily hangs around and now pay the price.
The Fire Spirits.
They won't get the win, but they will get the final tap as Beaver cleans up the kill.
The Fire Spirits were on point. Sadly enough, he didn't use one on Beaver as well, and because of that, Beaver just gets that kill. They don't get the duel this time though, so that's kind of good.
It's very good in this scenario. I mean, if you remember last game, the difference was how quickly
LC started getting the dual kills and so much dual victories so early on. She had once another Vanguard at around minute 6. The last game, I think it was minute 550, actually even sooner with this Vanguard, and he had boots too, but this is good. This is good as well.
Speaking of the axe, Afromush is harassing on with Synderen as well. They're going to use the last word. It's down to half HP, but they need to be careful of the spins. And actually help with the Battle Hunger, Synderen needs to back away. Meanwhile, Timbersaul's going for a dive here. Being really annoying for the Wyvern. Might be able to find him. Beaver getting low. Needs to turn around and slow down Illidan. But he does have the chakra.
Does have the chakra if he decides to, but he doesn't have enough mana to combo it properly.
Afromush, Battle Hunger getting low. Top lane as well. Boogie.
So much action everywhere.
Turnaround. Boogie's no. The infest. It gets the kill. And now Synderen. He's going to look for some vengeance here. Needs to be careful. And actually, in the meantime, 9. He gets dove by Kazar in the mid lane. And this Legion lane is not going as it went last game.
All right, so what's happening here is Afromush might die again. He has Sunray though.
Fine.
He has Sunray. He can do this.
Yeah, and now Hester needs to TP out because Illidan's here. Not enough damage though. And while that's happening, Synderen does actually fall to Biver.
Right, maybe if Illidan used that ultimate earlier there, he could have gotten him, I'm uncertain. Overall, the reason why 9 died on mid though is because in the last game they realized that the Brood has no Spiderlings and they always had +1 on mid to counter-attack after Broodmother used that ulti and after the ulti was gone. However, right now they're actually more occupied on the other lane while they're leaving 9 on his own lonesome on mid. And because of that, 9 actually died. I guess the same thing happened and the Brood had some lucky runes too, double damages and whatnot, but still.
He's going to find himself a lucky kill here. Maybe not so lucky. Beaver, a little bit far away from home. He's going to pay a price. Going to go for the TP. Too much damage.
Yeah,
and
impossible.
Synderen, he's a very smart boy this game. Look at this. Just stacking up in now.
Smart. Synderen is a smart boy every game. What do you mean?
He's a TI caster. Of course he's smart. Come on. You don't get there as a dumb analyst, all right?
Yeah, of course. All right,
top
Boogie.
again. Boogie. Oh, they dropped the tombstone. The DD on 9. He's going to go for this. The Avalanche is going to be there. Boogie needs to move away. He cannot give over the duel. Well, they need to make sure they don't kill him. They want this.
The small Skelly's following, giving vision.
Cutting trees, like, no, please, but it's too late. The duel winner's going to come out. 9 finally able to get some damage on the board for him.
So, minute 8:30, the first damage is here. 10 damage from Boogie. It's not great, especially as she did die to that Broodmother. She's not on the top of the networks like in the last game, but it's all right. They're doing the same things though. Nyx is going for that Radiance. I think what they need this game is something like a Dezo.
Passager. Going to be last worded up here. Going to chase forward an Afromush. He moves super fast with the Battle Hunger on Afromush. He needs to just walk away though. He's going to dive through to try and slow him down, but Boogie's nowhere near. Maybe they can get it though. Brood's on the way. Yep, Hester Joe's behind a lot of space, but he may pay a price. Kazar's going to move across here. Slowing him down finally, the capacity and bite. Now the Sunray comes through, and Hester Joe, he has no escape anymore. He doesn't even have a level to call. It's not like he can try and turn around for the opportunity.
Yeah, so just a lot of space created, and that's about it.
Meanwhile, in the land of Timbersaw, there are creeps.
Yeah, just casually tanking this tower with plus 20 charges. So it's not a problem for him to tank and take this tier 1.
Not exactly the hero you usually see take towers, but of course, the problem is you kind of get to this point where Timbersaw's like, okay, we can't kill him, so we have to just leave him alone. And this is bound to happen.
Of course. It's one of those heroes that if you don't have a counter to, they just take over the lane and maybe even the game. And right now, I think they can deal with him, but they need to itemize properly. They definitely need items that deal with Timber. And Nike's going for Radiance this game as well. I can't get behind that, actually. He needs some different items. He's playing versus Silencer as well, so he needs to itemize both versus the Global and the Timbersaw.
I mean, he could go into the Manta afterwards from the Radiance, but yeah, I'd rather see a kind of right-click battle build.
Yeah.
Oh, Cinderin forced to do some right-clicks on Hester Joe. No spins coming out there. The Avalanche is there. They can't toss him deeper. Boogie's going to toss him
toss him away. Yeah. Can't toss him deeper, but can toss him away back to the creeps, so they survive. Beaver is there. There's still 9.
Ooh,
Nice.
you know, Kazar, he's not feeling that aggressive this time. You always have to keep an eye on him in this lane, though, because he is really starting to suffer against the Brood. He's doing decent in terms of gold, but this is not what you expect.
But he's not pressuring the Brood the same way. All these cores, these 5 cores, are basically on same terms when it comes to net worth. These top 5 cores, while Tiny is the only one lagging behind.
Oh, Duel coming out in the mid lane. The TP's in, but Broodmother shouldn't die to the Duel. Might be able to move away. Even Kazar trying to move off here. It's going to be close. One more tap will do it. There it is. Hero of Nods.
They did not get the Duel again, though, which is unfortunate a bit, as this Legion is not really finding those crucial Duel victories. Slowing down Brood is definitely good enough, though.
But lifesteal's been slowed down a bit here. He's going to have to cut creep waves because he doesn't want to deal with Illidan. Can be a frustrating hero. And the thing that I'm noticing here is while your Brood's being punished, your Timbersaw most definitely is not.
It's basically, I have a feeling it's the same pattern that was happening in that last game, in which Brood was, yeah.
Egg just got dropped here. Hester Joe can move away quick enough with the Battle Hunger, though. That is a completely wasted egg. That is an interesting investment coming out.
To be honest, Hester Joe with that axe, if the Fire Spirit was not on him, I didn't see it, he can solo that egg. But there was Tiny close enough, perhaps, for a stun. So, but overall, the way this game is going is very similar to that last game. The only difference is, like, instead of that Timbersaw, which is unkillable right now, in last game they had that Necro, which was unkillable, right?
Ooh, Afro moves. Icarus dive away just before the call. Hester Joe not able to land a kill. Yeah, no, I think you're right in that. I mean, you look at this right now, and this should actually, at the moment, feel like Axe is a deciding factor and he can take control, because with Boogie being punished so much, he's their form of initiation. Beaver is going to be close, but he'll be out.
He's out.
This is not, of course, your typical Brood build. He's not leveling into Spiderlings.
Yeah,
so you
no
can't just
nukes
finish
coming out from him. And it's actually amazing that he's able to keep up even without that Broodling build.
Oh, Winner's Curse coming out, going to move forward. Tombstone does get dropped as well. It looks like a duel opportunity, but Afromush slowing things down a little bit. Can he slow him down enough? He might be able to. The duel win not happening again, and Kazar's going to walk it off. The Battle Hunger's on him, but the healing from the webs is good. The zombie's still chasing through, giving him vision.
He needs to get rid of them. And get rid of the... Oh?
Yeah, no, he's just not going to do it. He's not going to try it. It's too risky in his eyes.
But
he's going to hide in the trees, but they still see him. The zombie's still coming. Kazar's getting low. He's going to throw out more webs, but no, the Soul Rip gets him. He just gave himself away by not killing the zombies. And now Beaver on the other side, Illidan's going to chase down. But guess what? Boogie's the one that cuts him off. They get the kill on the wide, and they're going to turn around and look for more, because guess what? Hester Joe, he's diving. Hello. He wants Cinder in here. They decide against it. They're going to run away.
It's too scary.
Problem is...
This little Cinder and Silencer level 5 minutes 14, too scary for them to dive.
Problem is, reinforcements are coming. Hester Joe needs to get out, but he doesn't have a TP. Illidan's going to show up. The call's going to be there. Afromush needs to be careful of spins, but the Cinder in here as well. It's a 3-on-1 scenario. The creeps have arrived now, but Illidan will happily tank this with him. They're going to dive through, just burn him out, and it's going to be a slow kill, but Boogie even showing up as well. The Avalanche toss, they'll get the kill.
They need four players to take down the attacks every single time.
Yeah, but he's worth a lot of money.
He definitely is, and killing him and slowing his Blink Dagger progression is definitely good. I don't think he has it yet, right?
No, he was about just shy of 2,000 gold. Now he's further back. So it's definitely a very good pick off this stage. And of course, Boogie, he can now get active. He's picked up that blink. He's ready to party.
All right, so the Tiny is coming back as well. He was really shut down a lot, but now he's actually feeling a bit stronger. Oh, the Vanguard on Timbersaw, actually.
Interesting. Duel in the mid lane. Even more interesting. After move falls here. The winner's curse is going to be the drop Kazar so they can move away. They might try and go for this, though. Kazar are going to move forward, just get the Tombstone. They need to get out of the way, and that'll be enough time for Team Spirit to move their heroes away.
Yeah, but this Blink Dagger on Boogie, that's basically naked Blink Dagger. Look at him. He has a bottle and Blink, and that's it.
It's enough.
I mean...
And he's got levels.
It's all right, but it's not great.
But I think it's better than taking 2 more minutes to get the blink and get the treads first. Because
yeah,
what you can do now,
dying like a few times and delaying it even further. This makes him more active definitely on the map, which is definitely what they needed, as they are the ones that are suffering all these moves. They aren't making any moves. All the moves that are happening are basically from Team Spirit right now. The only way they kill someone is by if this axe runs down the tier 2, even when the tier 1 is still alive on bottom and dies.
Being that axe, he did just finally get his blink. They decided to do the nice little trick with the Wyvern where you cold embrace and then just farm creeps.
So basically, if you stack the Ancients, the axe can still spin and cold embrace, and that's a nice, neat way of farming.
Now they're going to make a jump on the Synderen. There
Hello,
it is, jump in, the call's going to be there, Dragon across the creep wave. Not the way you really want to do this, Joe. We'll turn around with Synderen now that the curse comes out. Gonna use the last word, but his fate is sealed. There's no way out. They block him in the corner, and he knows what comes next. Goodbye.
They're just saving him. I think Synderen made a mistake there. He should have ported instantly.
Yeah, and then force him to dunk him.
Yeah, they would have to keep on attacking him, and they would have to try and kill him so that there's no duel.
Illidan just got the mid tower as well. I mean, you do give over a duel, but you get that, and now you get another kill. The toss over towards Illidan says, here you go. But Boogie, maybe not on the same wavelength there, as Illidan was trying to help him.
There's Call now afterwards.
Yeah, but he's so tanky. This is a wasted curse. He's just going to walk it off. In fact, kill the creeps and get rid of the battle hunger in the process.
It did save him. It did save him.
It did.
So there's that. But overall, they have to itemize for this Timber as soon as possible. They aren't doing it right now. No one is building anything for this Timber.
You need a Spirit Vessel, but who's going to get it anytime soon?
You need the Spirit Vessel, perhaps a Dazzle. Like, they do have Dazzle heroes, but they aren't going for it. The Nine's Legion is going to get a Blade Mail, it seems, and Skitter going for Radiance. Again, he is doing that Medallion, which is good.
Yeah, he builds in the Solar Crest. It's not too bad, actually, against the Timbersaw. Yeah. But you're going to need some assistance because, of course, you don't have any lockdown for that Timber. He'll just Timber chain away.
Yeah, so what would be good here? Perhaps a Silver Edge or something like that. But then you're risking going for an item that allows you to kill a Timber, but does not help you with the global silence at all. And global is also a problem.
Kazar just lost his babies again. They are really pressuring this Brood, but it's the fact that they're wasting time. Yes, they're slowing you down, but elsewhere on the map, Joe's been found here. Dunks the Courier, though. It did drop off his items before dying. You know, a little bit of vengeance had on someone on the side of Happy Guys.
Yeah, and look at this Timber. He has no...
Oh, no. They've actually found the Legion. They're going to dive in, slow him down with the Icarus Dive just touching Macro Moosh. 9 can't run quick enough. Going to go for the duel opportunity. The toss is there immediately. They try and burn for him. Can he get the duel win? Yes, he can! With the assistance of FNG, it's more than enough. The Avalanche is going to come out, but Boogie needs to back away, and so does Synderen. They'll make their escapes, and big mistakes made. Very greedy from the side of Happy Guys.
I mean, it was 3-on-1 situation there, so I wouldn't consider it too greedy. I understand why they went, but they just got punished by a beautiful play by LC.
That's the thing, the LC is so tanky at this point, though.
Yeah.
I don't think you can make that play without Timbersaw's assistance.
Timbersaw is their main damage output right now if the Brood is not in the fight. And even if she is, to be honest, he's probably the one that matters the most.
Yeah, I mean, Kazar does now have his diffusal, but at the same time, against these strength heroes, the reduction in stats, along with the pure damage that comes out from Illidan, is huge.
Wow. Zar farming the Ancients.
I think, given everything that's transpired, I'd say this looks pretty good still for Happy Guys. Like, hang with me here. It's because...
I mean, if this was game 1 and the last game did not happen, I would maybe disagree with you. But
yeah,
the way that other game went, I have to agree, yeah.
I think it's kind of the timings overlap, right? Is Timber's going to eventually curb off, but then Tiny takes over, and so does Brood.
Hello, Sind.
We don't talk about Sind. He's just...
yeah,
it's a tough subject. He was scouting.
Yeah, he was scouting
for Skitter.
Yeah. He found him though.
He did. He you know, he's
So
like
it's a victory actually for him.
he's playing Where's Wally. He's just pointing the page. There. He's right there on top of my face, just murdering me.
All right.
Meanwhile,
So-
top, this is a more important kill.
Yeah, Nine is
Think
gonna-
Illidan.
Oh, but can they kill him? Let's see.
Illidan, duel's going to come in and they're going to have enough damage to the question. Not for a
35.
duel win. He's so tanky in the creep wave as well. It's pointless. And now Nine's going to
Just for
TP out.
talent.
Hesijo on the back foot looking for a dunk opportunity. The Global Sun's going to be there. No, Afro-Mooch, he can get the egg off. Axe got slowed. He needs a TP out right now. He'll be able to make it just in time before the egg goes pop.
Well, they made them use the egg and the global, so this is great, honestly.
Huge victory
This
for
is
Team
huge
Spirit
victory,
there.
but there's a morale loss there because you just went to that Timber Saw, you didn't even tickle him.
It sends a message.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it also makes Illidan feel very strong, and because of that, he's gonna be even more aggressive from now on because he basically realizes right now that they can't touch him. There's absolutely no heroes on this side of Team Spirit that are good versus this Timber Saw right now.
And this is the thing, you got your Axe going for a blade mail. Well, Timber doesn't care, he doesn't have to attack you. Then, well, you get my point. With the damage
They have a
that
vessel
matters.
on Beaver, so
there we
there's
go,
that.
that's the point. Now the jump in, the duel's going to come out. They found a target here, they're going to get rid of Sansa straight away. Now K's are going to work, we'll get rid of Wyvern in return. Skidder can move away quick enough, but now on the other side, tossing across, says take 9. Take this kill. The Avalanche doesn't connect, but they've slowed him down enough that 9's going to fall.
All right,
Illidan, he gets the kill.
and we have a pause. A small little pause.
And now we get to go through our beautiful cinematic views. Here they come. Are you ready, folks?
I'm ready. Can
Hold
we get
on
some
to your
cinematics?
seats. Take us on a journey, Ops.
No,
oh, wait,
they
no, we're
don't
not.
wanna.
No,
There we go.
There we go. Wow, look at the effects of Ern. It actually looks like he's just being...
Is that a vessel or an urn?
Oh, it's a vessel,
It's
actually.
a vessel, actually, yeah. The urn is...
But
not-
it just
not
kind
as
of... It doesn't look like a vessel. It looks more like vines are being thrown over your body.
FNG?
FNG's dead. Let's not talk about that. That's a similar Sin scenario. He was scouting.
There, look, there are some vines coming out of his grave as well, as he fell down.
Beautiful, being claimed. Boogie in the bot lane, just going to TP out. Says, okay, lifesteal is scary, but this hero has no stuns.
Yeah, he actually has a Shadow Blade now on Tiny as well. So he's going to be able to make some pickoffs much easier. Get some bonus attack speed as well. But still, this Illidan, 18 Bloodstone charges now. And I still don't see the way for them to kill him. I still don't see the way for them to deal with this Timber. And you can't ignore him. It's not one of those heroes that you can just ignore. Because
You fight around him.
you fight around him, but the problem is your all strength. If you were some elusive heroes that are fast, which Timber cannot really deal with well, then fine, ignore him and then deal with him.
Oh, Five in the mid lane, been found. SJ a little bit deep, needs to move away from Illidan, who's moving forward, doesn't care about the blade mail. There'll be a TP out, and SJ will be fine. But under your tier 2, that happens. Now on the side as well, 9 moving away, but slowed down once more immediately after using the press the attack. The Global Silence has been thrown out by Sin. A little bit far back.
In the back.
Buyback did come out, but Beaver's gone again. That was a buyback that time. Kesar going to get it on low ground with the open wounds on, doesn't care. Illidan just going to stand his ground against Skidder. Chases forward, FNG, a little bit of trouble. The turnaround's going to be there, looking on to him. The duel in the back, we're going to find Sin though, and they're going to move forward. The egg has been dropped, they need to retreat. FNG taking a lot of damage from this, should be able to get closer, but no, he can't get out of range, he's going to fall. And Boogie, he's invised up, he's thinking, can we go on anyone here? And the answer is no, you have no mana.
Alright, so Illidan just goes here, takes this tower.
Just knock
still
on the
full
door.
HP.
It's the Illidan show!
Still not even touched. I mean, they tried ignoring him, but he just rips right through them because they're almost all strength. So it's not really a play. You can't ignore this Timber Saw.
I mean, you can, but it ends badly.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want in the game of Dota.
I'm gonna pretend this Timber Saw does not exist anymore because it's taking a lot of my attention.
Timber Saw's killing us.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Yeah. Just ignore him. He doesn't exist for me any longer. Let's see. Who do they have to kill besides him? Okay,
Let's just cast the game as if Timber Saw isn't in the game.
So
That's how
far,
we do it.
they've been using all their duels on the Silencer, and that's fine if he didn't cast his global. But after he's used that global, that duel is good because you get.
Speaking of duels, they found a birdie.
Right, that's good, and that's another duel victory. So 110 now. They got a lot. They got a few on Silencer, now a few on Phoenix. They're getting that damage. I mean, later on, the Legion Commander with a lot of damage can deal with the Timber. So maybe that's the way. Show me the way, Team Spirit.
Illidan's just cutting creep waves though. I like this move as well. They still have their tier 1 on side of Happy Guys.
Cutting creep waves. Look at where he is.
Oh, there we go. Cool, but he got the Timber Chain out. It's going to be back towards him now, and he's surrounded all sides. They might get him. No, the Winner's Curse thrown out as well. But guess what? Kazar's coming in to beat the crap out of his own Timber because he's healing him up with all the spiders. They'll move away, and they'll be fine.
All right.
And they throw everything at him, even the kitchen sink.
4 of them. 4 of them there. Going and trying to kill him, and they did deal damage to him though. I did notice that. So with that Vessel, they can take him down. It is not looking that.
9.
Right,
He just found a kill in the Boogie in the top lane. That's another solo kill, another dual win for him. It's a good kill, but it's still not answering the question. How the hell do you kill Timbersaw?
Yeah, you get damage on the LC, and after you get enough damage, you use Vessel on him, and perhaps you can get him. You can get him in that duel. Perhaps later on you get Aghanim's on Legion as well. So you keep him there.
You could. There are options, but at the same time, I'm a little bit worried from the perspective.
I'm not going to do anything this fight, but neither are you.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
I'm not sure that's the way you win when you got a lot of damage. Hester Joe, they've got an Infest Bomb.
But they only see Illidan there. I'm not certain if they spotted him even, but they want a better target. And with that scan, basically that's the Infest before the bounties. Yeah, but you can see both of these teams just securing their own.
Smoke up coming out though. They just dewarded, so they won't be seen with this either.
Right.
They're just stacking up behind Illidan. They're expecting Team Spirit to try again.
They're falling back though. Team Spirit is falling back.
Yeah,
someone might be caught while they retreat a bit slower than others.
I mean, I think it's a little bit too soon since the last attempt for them to try on Timbersaw again.
I mean, truth be told, last time they went on Timber, they did not have the duel. If they duel the Timber and they Vessel him, plus that BKB, perhaps it's possible.
Oh, look at this. Kazar snuck into the pit. He's going to try and do the Roche.
Oh, Cinderan.
They're wrapping around, though. Sin does have the Global Silence available.
Has Global.
Yep. Oh, there's the reveal. And then walks out. Global Silence is going to be there. Now Axe can't do anything on the back foot. The Jewel's going to come out. He's found Sin, but it's too late. The Global Silence being used already means they can go to work. The buyback out on Sin. Hester Joe in with the call. The Infest Bomb out. Boogie down to half HP. The Winner's Curse is there. Timbersaw locked down inside Kazar. Kazar needs to move forward here, looking at Hester Joe trying to get the kill on the back foot. Sin being chased the second time by 9. Hester Joe will be evaporated, and Sin, he says, first time, yes, but this is not happening again, 9. You'll force him to back away.
You can kill me 10 times, 11th time I'll
Is it a no-no? That's not okay anymore.
All right,
or is
maybe.
it Sin? Okay, Skidder, that's different.
Okay,
He's
you can
die.
kill me. Never mind.
They've actually given up on the Roche. They say kills. 9's been found. Diffuse is going to be there. He's got the press the attack. The blade mail to turn around, trying to move away. Kazar just moving forward. Illidan trying to zone out. It's going to go up the high ground. Maybe he can get on top of 9 here. He's out of mana, actually, so they might be able to get the kill. Diffuse is coming
They
up,
have the Shrine here as well, and they're going to have the duel as well.
There it is.
And
Diffuse
Skitter
comes out.
in.
9, is he going to go for it? The egg gets dropped. No, he wants out. A ball. They're going to try and get rid of the egg, but 9 is tanking everything right now. The BKB from Kazar trying to do enough damage. The Cold Embrace to keep him alive. 9 healed up with Soul Rip as well. He's going to live through this. 9 is not dead, and Illidan, the Spirit Vessel's there. The dual turnaround. They got the chakram down, but it doesn't matter. He's going to die off. They get it. Double kill for Skidder. And that looked perfect for Happy Guys, but maybe a little bit too close to the sun.
I mean,
from the Phoenix there.
Yeah. The Phoenix tag was way too aggressive, and the fact that they went on that shrine was also
Boogie.
unnecessary.
Yeah, blink away, buddy. Not a good idea. Illidan, on the other hand, he'll look for the skill in FNG, but he won't find it. Kazar in the midline fighting up against Skidder. The lifesteal on lifesteal action we are seeing right now.
Oh,
but Skidder, mistakes made. Mana's going to get him away from the defusal in time. Last word will not prop before they can move.
Right, he's fine. Gets out. Overall, that whole fight, I think, it kind of went well because they forced a couple of buybacks, but that duel on Silencer, I respect it for the dual damage, right? He's getting, it's reliable to jump on Cinderan. If you jump on him, you're gonna kill him because he's basically a Silencer with no items. And now the damage is building up. She has plus 150, and with that damage, they're gonna be able to use it later on to kill off that Timbersaw. So you could argue that they could maybe use the duel to kill the Timbersaw right now. But the fact is, if you do that, you're going to be killing him for such a long time that by the time you kill him, Happy Guys, they're going to kill everyone else. So rather just kill the Cinderan, then kill the Cinderan again, then some other support, get all the dual damage that you need. Like just the Silencer and the Phoenix are much easier, right? And after you got them, then you can actually deal with the Timbersaw later on. Who does have that Lotus Orb now, though.
But big mistake. I feel like there was a big mistake from HAPPYGUYS to pursue that far. It turned around in the end as well.
I mean, on the shrine as well.
But it's not just that. They should just went back to the Roche pit. They've done what they needed to repel any approach from Team Spirit.
They could have went for the pit, definitely. As the Brood was still alive in the background. The back at the tier 1. So.
Feels like there might have been some miscommunication because Kazar eventually came across. But
yeah,
it was delayed.
I felt Cinderin played that so well because after buying back, the LC just continued chasing him instead of helping her team. And that's a huge no-no because she went away so far away from Roche. I thought, alright, Cinderin is just going to tell his team to finish Roche. But instead, they came to his rescue, which was unnecessary, and then they all died.
Another little mistake made there by Kazar. He didn't have a web down, so his babies weren't healing at all. FNG drops the tombstone, looking to move in, scouts them out. Will force them out of the pit. They are not doing this anywhere near quick enough.
Yeah, Skitter is here as well. He has that Manta to work with, so he's not afraid of the global silence any longer.
Illidan cut in the back line. Hester Joe's scared here. Does use the blade mail prematurely, and Illidan's going to make his escape.
Alright, Skitter.
They're poking. Neither team wants to commit heavily into this Roche pit. I mean, Illidan could do it. It'd be very, very slow Roche, but he could do it.
Illidan, yeah. One-on-one with Roche. 60 minutes later.
12 years later. Oh, the jump in. They're going to find Sansa. Duel's there, and he's dead. Kazar trying to move in. The BKB coming up 9. The call. Hester Joe won't get off in time. And the stun onto Timbersaw as he's trying to drag himself out of the pit.
Skitter is there.
Skitter's here. Needs to be careful. He does have the Timber Chain away. Should be fine.
That's a good duel on Silencer as now that he's dead, he can't buy back and he does not have global, but he's only dead for 15 more seconds, so...
Yeah, it prevents the Roche from occurring, but to be honest, the Roche was not even occurring anyway.
Yeah.
These teams are both just essentially wasting a lot of time here, because I say wasting, when they're both doing it.
Well,
there's no advantage either way.
Root is farming the whole time, and they're just playing around the Roche pit, because if you leave, one of these teams is going to go and try to get the kill.
He shadow bladed up. He fought bad at this side against it.
They saw him. There's a sentry there, so he was spotted.
But Boogie's the intimidating factor right now. He's just looking for that single pick-off. They find the Wyvern, they're very happy.
I think that's the only good hero he can pick off with that Shadow Blade, actually.
He is a slightly poor Tiny at this stage.
Like, we talked about how good Timber is versus 4-strength heroes. As much as he is good, Tiny is bad because he has no heroes that he can actually burst down.
Illidan found the pit. They're going to call him up. They're going to move forward. Spirit Vessel's out onto him, but he's not dying quick enough. The global silence and the egg dropped as well. They're going to try and get rid of it quick enough. Will they be able to do so? Yes, 9 gets it. But now Kazar going to work. The Winner's Curse is going to come out, force them to attack each other. Kazar, they're setting up on top, and Skidder wants to fight this. Well, the back foot, Boogie with the avalanche to interrupt the jumping by Hester Joe. The Timber Chain across. Illidan's going to cut the back line towards FNG. But Skidder's going deep. He's looking on to Cinderin, and they're just trying to get rid of FNG, but a lot of time wasted. The duel in the back foot's going to find on Cinder again. And Kazar runs for the high heels in the tree line. They throw everything at it. And Team Spirit once again repel them.
A pretty good position of the egg. Sadly, 9, he just uses that BKB, jumps on it and kills it alone. Very unfortunate for Phoenix because like he's playing versus this LC that's really good at dealing with the egg if she's not contested. And I was thinking maybe Brood is gonna hit her a few times with her ult and the passive, but it just wasn't there. It didn't happen.
Didn't make a damn difference. And Illidan doing the only thing he can, which is just shoving the lanes.
He might get caught here. And if they all commit here, maybe with the duel again.
There's the call. They can't get in range for the Spirit Vessel yet. There he goes. Could get up the high ground. Looking to move away. Should be fine. Lotus Orbers on him. And he will just buy a lot of time for his team.
9 is close.
Yep, 9's going to look for the opportunity. He can blink in. There's a duel coming out. The Spirit Vessel as well. Illidan overstayed his welcome, and now he'll die.
There we go. So that's basically the damage aspect of the LC. She couldn't do this earlier, but from now on, yeah, jump on that Timber if he's alone. Use your massive damage to whack him and kill him.
It's problematic. This is where Timbersaw starts to curb off.
Yeah,
pretty hard.
So far, he was a dominant force, completely controlling the pace of the game, always being in front. But they've ignored him well enough for a decent period of time, and now they are actually not even worried about him any longer. Because there's always Vessel Charge on the Wyvern, and if you duel him, he dies in the duel. So, pretty good.
Oh, cool. They've caught Sind again. He's gone. Dunk. Goodbye.
Sorry from FNG.
Sorry.
Sorry, Sind. I still love you. Nothing personal.
Illidan being aggressive again. You can't do this anymore. Skid's going to move in. There's the bash coming out. They want to make the jump. They could if they want to. They'll drop the tombstone. The call, jump in. They want the Phoenix instead. They'll just mass on top of Afromush and just, well, completely destroy him.
The Brood tries to kill the tomb with her spiders. Does not get it. And I mean, they could have went on that Timber if 9 was close enough, but he wasn't. And
oh, they're going to go now. They found Illidan, the bash as well. He's just trapped in place. He's going to die. Triple kill fest.
As soon as 9 is close enough, though, that Timber dies. And this could be a side even. They have buybacks, but do they have what it takes to fight Team Spirit right now?
I'm not sure they're going to have much of a choice at this rate. The buyback's going to come up from the Timber. Saw the call in the bot lane. They found Sin. Oh no! He won't get a chance to use a global stance. He's dead. Illidan too late to help. The winner's curse going to be on KZ's uses BKB already. He might be in a little bit of trouble here. They're going to get ready for the call. No. Esther Joe, does he want to go for it? Yes, he does. The spin's going to start to come out. KZ taking a little bit of damage, but no. The Avalanche to turn around. They get rid of Axe, and now Skidder needs to retreat. KZ life stealing up. Illidan going even deeper. Looking for the opportunity here, but they invest bomb out. Lowers Orb up, but no. He's alone. His team has abandoned him. He's going to Timber chain out, but barely surviving. The Soul Rip will not finish him off. The Soul Ring just trying to slow down things. Afromush will cover his teammate now. Burn 9 indeed. But no, the BKB immediately evaporates Kazar. Moving forward to the egg. I'm not sure if he's got enough damage. Going to be close to it. He'll just about finish in time. He gets the strike out. Illidan on the back foot. The Spirit Vessel getting low. Looking for but he can't find the tree line. Finally get him. But now Boogie, what can he do? He's Shadow Blade up. He doesn't want to help. The Global Stance is there. But to what end? You still lose more heroes. You expend everything you have.
You have no more buybacks.
You've got Boogie, but he hasn't died.
Let's see if Boogie and Phoenix can do enough, because that Phoenix does not have an egg any longer. And even with that egg, 9, which...
Uh-oh, Boogie's been found. There's the Joe with the call in. They'll go for this Avalanche toss coming out. He does have the buyback to throw it out. Skidder going deeper. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Boogie does not have the Avalanche, though. 9 getting low, but not low enough. Skidder's going to move away.
Oh, they're actually moving away. Well, at least
help them.
Axe is smoked up. I mean...
They don't have to leave. Skidder's still pretty healthy.
They truly don't. Alright, so they're smoked up. And because of that, they're retreating, but Skitter is still here. But they do not know if they smoked back or smoked behind the Skitter, so they can't really defend that ranged Rax. Well, which is really a good play overall.
This is problematic. Skitter is getting pretty beefy at this point. In fact, I wouldn't...
Abyssal as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind him just kind of like transitioning into the heavy right click now. Maybe
course,
go for like a Desolate next, for example.
They have the Nikes for the right clicks, the LC for the right clicks as well. They're set. They're good to go. I just have this feeling that the way they approach these team fights in this game was much better than in the last one. They really got their stuff together.
But to highlight things from HAPPYGUYS' perspective, Boogie, he's building towards that Daedalus. And we've seen the work that a tiny Daedalus can do. And you are against strength heroes, yes, but as a result, they don't have crap tons of armor.
That's true.
Bot lane, FNG being found, the Dust did reveal him, but Illidan's hanging around a little bit too long.
So with that Daedalus, he's definitely going to be able to do some work. The only question is he going to be able to survive long enough to hit them with that Daedalus?
Illidan. Ooh, he's living life on the edge here. He doesn't actually have the boots to travel. He's just cutting a lot of trees. He needs an escape plan quick. Actually, his Tumen there in the corner. No, he jukes him out. Illidan says bye. Even cutting the creep wave on the way out. Viper moving across now. He's looking for this. Can he find him? Yes, he can. No, Timber chain away. Illidan's still going. This is so much space created. He's still running. They'll finally move forward, but they can't get sight. He cuts the trees and gives them the vision. No! Mistake made by Illidan there, and he'll die as the duel holds him in place.
So he played that kind of well with the Lotus Orb, using it on himself so that they cannot use the ultimate from the Wyvern. And Lifestealer has disconnected.
I mean, there's no Aegis now, so that's good news.
It's fine. We're gonna get our cinematics now. I think. I don't wanna. I don't wanna force production to do anything or assume anything.
I don't want to instill issues to create freedom of our
Look at that boy with his claws and stuff.
That is the worst thing to have for your first kiss.
That's not really pretty, but still though. It's
pretty on the inside, okay? Like, Skit has feelings.
I still feel good watching that, yeah. Actually, those claws reminded me of some Digimon, like, what's his name?
Digimon. Aguramon?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, the main one.
Yeah,
the orange one, yeah?
Yeah, that's Garumon.
Oh, no,
that's Agumon.
Agumon, that's Agumon.
I'm not a weeb or anything like that.
That turns into a tiger or something?
Yeah, that one. The white tiger.
The white and blue
wolf
striped little guy, yeah.
That one.
Looks very wise. As does Undying.
Man, Digimon 1 was so good.
Undying was wise too. Look at his magnificent mining helmet.
Actually?
That's a mining
he's
helmet,
on the side. That's why he's walking.
No. Okay, yeah. That's a gladiator helmet. There you go.
He's moonwalking right now, I suppose, or something. Yeah.
He lost his shoe though. He's a little bit of a clumsy boy. FNG, you know, he heard he had a game this morning. He didn't get dressed fully. That's what happened.
He lost one shoe. So, sure, why not? Don't need 2 shoes.
You know, I was like, Digimon was pretty good. I remember that from
Oh,
the
look
kid.
at
They
him.
kept
He's actually yawning. Look at that mouth. Oh, hello, sirs.
Oh.
How are you? These
no,
are the
two ice
guardians.
frogs. That's too much. That's too much.
2 ice frogs. This is the right one is Gaben actually. The left one is ice frog.
Gaben not
Gaben,
wearing
sure.
his
Well,
two
the
short
beard
shirts
is
anymore.
the beard is kind of, you know.
Are you suggesting that Ice Frog got hired and then forced to let his beard grow to that?
Yeah.
It's a requirement.
No, he
Everyone
has
in
to
the Valve
grow. He
office
has
has
to
a beard
grow
like
the
that.
beard to hide, you know.
Okay. You know, because you got to remain very anonymous, and that helps.
Anonymous.
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 Anonymous. Where are you getting these words from? Anonymous. That's the word you want, Liz.
Anonymous. All right, the brood is kind of looking wonky, actually, like something that needs to be ridden. Did you see that?
Ridden?
Yeah,
All right.
She had like a saddle on her. I swear she did. So, don't kink shame me, man. Come on, stop it.
I didn't go that direction. You did. All right. So I don't know.
So what?
I don't know what Lord of the Rings fantasy books you've been reading, but look at the muscles on those centaurs.
Yeah. Those pecs, man. Those pecs are real.
Been working out. Do you reckon? Do you reckon they can do the Terry Crews?
And now we have Cinderin here in his little garment.
Cinderin is so busy playing Dota, he doesn't have time to work out. Okay, no shaming.
No, I'm not shaming. I'm just talking
Magnificent
about
hair, though.
silencer. Oh,
Oh, okay, that's that's a
what?
shot and a half. That's from
that's
the
actually
statues.
good. Yeah.
Terrorblade's good. Are you sure? You sure you want to stay with that statement?
I mean,
He is very good, but
the
you get what I'm
cinematic is good. That's what I mean.
The cinematic. Look at you just trying to score a few points in main cast. Yeah, I love my ops. Invite me back, please.
Yeah. Invite me on the LAN, please.
This doesn't have a LAN.
No, but it might. You never know.
One day.
One of these days.
In the future,
Yeah.
far away, maybe one day.
Look at this buff boy.
Look at this. No!
Why you nerf me
Fully
again,
says
Ice
it.
Frog?
You nerfed me!
Look at his eyes as well.
That the face you pull when you read 7.0.
Oh God, who's this?
It's gonna be Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Yeah,
And
I
the
know
feathers.
my heroes. I know my low poly
The
designs.
silence deepens.
Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's a statue.
What did you say? Oh,
Dude,
all right,
look,
all right.
look, it's
Wait,
got
zoom back
wings.
in,
It's got
Please, stop.
got
Stop.
wings.
No, not this far.
Too
Damn
much.
it.
Too much. It has got wings though. I wasn't wrong in that.
Yeah. Of course, I'm watching the wings. I'm looking at the wings. The wings
I'm
are
sure you're looking at the wings.
the wings are so good on
Can you
this
do?
hero.
Can you do a Queen of Pain?
I'm loving these wings, man.
Can you do a Queen of Pain voice like more? Go on, give it a try.
You want more?
Is that how you do it? all right. Someone's been watching a little bit too much Conor McGregor getting the crap kicked out of him. Apparently that's how you do it. You want more.
All right.
All right, well, we're back in the
Skitter
game.
back
We're ready
on
to
his
go.
lane farming.
Skitter halfway to a heart, by the way. He's going to be a very beefy boy.
Yeah, a very, very beefy boy. And he's not going to care about that. I mean, a heart, sure. I don't think it matters at this point any longer, to be honest.
I'd rather just see, like, you're already so tanky, I'd rather just see damage.
Yeah, he could get something. He could get some damage. He could get some Macy, some Dazzle, whatever.
are a strength
That's
hero.
too late. I mean, it doesn't truly matter any longer, honestly. This
Wow,
is-
how defeatist of you. It's
Yeah.
only an axe setting up to kill someone here. And,
They had 20 seconds to push, that's what I mean.
Afromush.
So he's not even going to buy anything. for
Afromush,
it.
this is a little bit too close. Hestajo's pinging.
Afromush wants to stop the push, but
But he
gonna,
might go smush
But he
from
might
the
go
axe of
smush.
axe.
Yeah.
Skitter just tapping away at this. They slowed him down a little bit with Fire Spirits. They can't go for the other lane just yet, as there is still a tier 2 up.
Right. Well,
How do you
I
stop
counted
this?
this brood out the last game. I'm not going to do the same mistake again. She
Illidan's
might
here,
just
knock
surprise us.
knock. Gonna walk in very boldly. Hestajo is just staying in biz right now. Oh, there is a duel coming in. They're gonna jump straight in. The Global Sun's there, but no, they're already top of the egg. Gonna be dropped in the back foot. Kazar just going to
gone.
work, but they can't get rid of the egg in time. By trying to move away. The Winter Skirt's gonna be there. Boog in the back foot with the Avalanche, but he has to retreat. Too much damage to go out. Skitter, and it looks like he's gonna go down. The toss is there, but it won't make any difference. He's gonna fall. They lost 2 big heroes. They're gonna
Sorry.
lose a third. Sin gets caught also. The dunk down.
This is GG.
And that's gonna be GG. We're gonna be going to a game 3 here. As Team Spirit strike back hard.
Game 3.
Game
The
3.
first best of 3 and we go full series. Feels good, man, actually.
You know, it's going to be a game 3 from a game 2 where we had the Timber Source. Did we get Trent in the game 3? Is that how that works?
Well, we'll see. I'm happy that they listened to me and banned that Kotl. As the first game that Cinderin does not have his Kotl, does not have Afromush on that Kotl, they lose. Did I break them? Did I figure them out? Is that it? Huh? What do you think?
You know what it is? This is Team Spirit. They have the one ring to rule them all. They are looking to smash out a Mordor and take over the world. But right now, the only thing that can stop it is Gandalf. But Gandalf was banned.
Gandalf was banned. Gandalf is still there with the, what's his name? Balrog or whatever. You know, when he falls from
Oh,
the,
yeah.
He
when gets
falls
dropped
for
down.
millennium.
You shall not pass.
Whatever.
We'll do that impression later.
Cinder and you shall not pass.
Come on,
Maybe you will.
Give
I
it a
don't know.
bit of emotion.
Maybe you will. I'm just terrible.
You gotta go like very old man voice, like Strainy, and shout
You
it.
shall not pass. You shall not pass.
No,
Yeah,
shout it from the top
No,
of
I
your
won't.
voice.
I won't do that. I refuse.
That's a different line. But
That's what you hear a lot, isn't it? No, nothing. I'm kidding.
yeah,
man.
you know.
When
I phone up TOs, they're like,
Timber
"You
saw,
shall
man.
not."
Timber picked versus 4 strength hero still loses. What do you think about that? Ice Frog, what do you think about that, Ice Frog?
The trees are out to get me. And you know what else is out to get me? Dehydration. I need to go get hydrated for the next game,
So
which means
should
we
you
go to a
guys.
break. We'll be back in a few minutes.